New $1,900 Social Security payments going out today, Wednesday, April 10th. I'll let you know who's getting those payments and who is getting the other payments for the month of April. Take a look at this. Top GOP lawmaker believes he can fix Social Security. Listen what he has to say.
People have been blessed by the American dream and have had a very successful career and don't need as much money in retirement. They should give up some of that to those who have been less fortunate so that they have a fulfilled retirement.
I'm going to play the full video clip of what Representative Kevin Hern has to say, how he could fix the Social Security problem. This is coming from the GOP side, so I'll let you know what this GOP plan is to fix Social Security for the better. Is it a good plan or not? I'm going to let you decide, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, who receives $1,900 from Social Security on April 10th, which is today, Wednesday? Well, this is the first day of payments. Technically, it's the second. SSI got theirs already, but when it comes to the payment, it's going to be the second Wednesday of the month, which is today for anyone, for retirees with a birth date between the 1st and the 10th. Then next Wednesday, the third Wednesday, is going to be for people born between the 11th and the 20th, and the fourth Wednesday is going to be people born between the 21st and the 31st. So that's the payment schedule for the month of April, and as you can see, it depends on the amount that you got. Last month is going to be the same as you get for the month of April. So moving on, top GOP lawmaker believes he can fix Social Security. The Republican Study Committee chair criticized the White House for attacking his plan. So a top Republican wants to raise the retirement age for Social Security benefits to save the program from a projected 2033 insolvency deadline. So this person is Kevin HERN'S. So Kevin HERN and House Republicans released plan to reform Social Security before automatic benefit cut kicks in. So back to this. The RSC, the Republican Study Committee chairman, Kevin HERN from Oklahoma, released a budget last month that included conservative proposals to cut federal spending and extend the life of Social Security. If nothing is done, the critical program will face roughly a 20% cut in 2034. One option Kevin HERN argued for is raising the full retirement benefits eligibility age from 67 to 69, a politically fraught idea that mainstream leaders from both parties have been hesitant to touch, especially during an election year. So, does Kevin HERN have a good point on raising the full retirement age with his new solution, which isn't really new at all, but they're kind of branding it as new? Take a look at what Kevin HERN has to say.
Social Security is projected to be insolvent or won't have enough money to pay its bills starting in 2033. When that happens, there will be a benefit cut across the board for everyone. Tonight, we're going in depth on Social Security and why Tulsa Congressman Kevin HERN is part of a national debate about its future. When it comes to Social Security, the clock is ticking, and we're not talking about those who depend on it to live. It's the program itself. The Congressional Budget Office projects Social Security in its current form by 2033 will become insolvent. When it does, there will be an automatic 23% cut to benefits across the board.
When Social Security was created, there were 10 people working under 65 to fund the Social Security program. Today, there are only 4. So we have less workers, we have people living longer, and we have more people retiring because of the baby boomers.
Tulsa Congressman Kevin HERN is the chairman of the Republican Study Committee. It's the largest caucus of Republicans in the U.S. House. Last month, they released a proposal they believe will keep the program going for years to come. It raises the retirement age to 69, and it removes extra benefits the well-off get for paying more into the program.
People have been blessed by the American dream and have had a very successful career and don't need as much money in retirement. They should give up some of that to those who have been less fortunate so that they have a fulfilled retirement.
But for the last 2 State of the Union addresses, President Joe Biden has been literally shouting at Republicans not to touch Social Security. He says Social Security is running low on money, partially because the rich and corporations don't pay as much into it as they should.
And if anyone tries to cut Medicare, I'll stop them. I'll veto it. You're not going to cut another $2 trillion for the super wealth. That's good to hear. I'll protect and strengthen Social Security and make the wealthy pay their fair share.
HERN'S says there's no easy time to have this conversation, especially in an election year. He says time is running out before Grandma and Grandpa have automatic cuts to their checks.
If you're worried about getting reelected, if you're worried about being a politician, then yeah, you should never bring this up, which is exactly why we're $35 trillion in debt and why we have an insolvent Social Security in about 6.5 years, why Medicare is going broke as well.
HERN'S says people on Social Security or about to get on it won't experience any changes. The biggest changes will come to the rich and the young. Social Security is a vital part of how many people in this country make ends meet, especially the elderly. The Social Security Administration reported in December 9 out of 10 people over the age of 65 receive some kind of Social Security benefit. Out of the 52.7 million Americans getting a Social Security retirement check, the federal government spends $97.8 billion a month. The average benefit of that is $1,905 per recipient. And we're not even talking about those on Social Security disability or getting survivor benefits as well. Social Security will be one of the top issues talked about on the campaign trail this fall. It's not as top of mind as illegal immigration, but it's still a top issue. President Biden's plan is to tax the rich more to get more funding into the program itself. Former President Trump has not said what he wants to do specifically to keep Social Security going, but he acknowledges that changes do need to happen within the program now with its structure and how it's administered.
So first of all, there is a lot you can do in terms of entitlements, in terms of cutting, and in terms of also the theft and the bad management of entitlements, tremendous bad management of entitlements. There's tremendous amounts.
I won't cut Social Security. I will not cut Medicare. Instead of cutting Social Security and Medicare to give tax breaks to the super wealthy, I'm going to protect and strengthen Social Security and Medicare to make the wealthy begin to pay their fair share.
Here's the key here. No matter who wins, whoever is in charge will have to fix this over the next 4 years because critical dates and policies will start to take effect. Some of those critical dates and policies will lead to that automatic reduction of benefits for all. Meanwhile, when it comes to getting money back that the federal government overpays to some seniors and the disabled, the Social Security Administration says it's changing policies. The Social Security Administration announced last month instead of seeking back 100% of any extra money paid out, it will only ask people who received overpayments to pay back 10% of the extra money they were not supposed to get. The change comes after years of complaints by seniors that they would be paid extra money through no fault of their own, and then in order to get the money back, seniors would have entire checks confiscated by the federal government meant to make up for those overpayments. That means if Grandma got a lot of extra money one month, to make up for that, she wouldn't get any even for food once the error was discovered or until the debt had been paid off.
What are your thoughts on raising the full retirement age and Representative Kevin HERN'S plan? Good idea, bad idea. So raising the full retirement age wouldn't affect you if you're already retired or if you are about to retire, probably in the next 5-10 years. Most likely it's going to affect my generation where I'm in my 30s and, I'm not retiring for another 30 years or so, or maybe less. But anyways, what are your thoughts on raising that full retirement age? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is a tip of the day. I want to tell you one of my favorite secrets. Adults don't know everything. So I don't too. I know I'm really smart, but I don't really know as much things. You don't know as much things, but we're all gonna learn. I promise. If you keep on working every day, I can, and we all can, and we can all be really smart. And we can all be really smart.
If you want to see the plan that will increase Social Security payments to every single recipient by 2%, you're going to want to click this video right up here. I'll let you know more details on that Social Security plan, how it's going to give an across-the-board increase to every single recipient if passed. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.